Hi, this is Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. I want to do a long video on what I built here. It's a multi-head bait trap, fish bait trap, shiner specifically, but it'll probably trap a bunch of different types of bait fish if you give it a chance. I seen a big school of some other fish other than shiner swim right by it yesterday, and they all sort of turn their head as they swim by in a big school. Looking at it, but it was already filled with shiners all around it, so they were like trying to get by, and it was like almost they were flushed out by a bass or some other big fish. But they took the opportunity to turn their head and admire. They all admired my fish trap, all these little minnows, thousands of them. The shiners, they were all dancing around it happily. They crawled all over this fish trap yesterday. But it was configured a little wrongly because it was more of a trial and error thing. And I had this trap door situated on the main post, as you've seen in my videos. Wasn't a very good configuration because a lot of bait would collect on this. And it sort of confused the shiners. They were feeding more off this as I threw more cornbread around the trap, trying to draw them in, than to focus on the bait cup in the trap itself. So, and the crumbs that I had in here. So most of the smaller ones, they were focused on feeding up high off the underside of this and off the top of it. And I didn't want that effect. So I didn't like how hair sprung this was neither. There was a lot of crap floating down the river yesterday and up the creek, and it would get tangled in my trip line that I would pull the pin on this, and it just, once you pull the pin on it, if it ain't got a bunch of fish, well, there's another 10 minutes you got to patiently wait for the fish to come around again. I just didn't feel like waiting around. I did, though. I waited all day. I've seen the shiners were very friendly around it and toward my trap. So, that's a good sign. I'm on the right track. I've got a trap, a universal trap now, that the shiners don't mind sitting on, frolicking around. They just aren't going in the receptacle yet, but I've cured that problem. I've got multiple heads to attempt to try to see what they prefer, and if different sizes of shiners prefer a different style of a trap head. So I've got 4 different trap heads made now. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I got 4 different trap heads made. I got this 3-slot elongated one that has a sloped, dropped floor inside. So once they get inside and settle down and feel comfortable, they're naturally going to slide down the slope and through the back trap slot toward the back of it and fall down into the catch basin of this trap. Same with the top loader. It's got the sloped mesh flooring in it, and once they get in there and feel comfortable picking around on some scraps, it'll naturally slide them down and through the trap opening and into the bottom. I've got this one here, which is just the end is open with the same concept. It's got a sloped floor in it. Get my big old finger up there. Yeah, it's got a sloped floor in it that once they get accumulated in there, or one by one as they relax, it'll naturally gently drift them down through the trap door. And here's what I've been trying to articulate that I started out with intending to build. And Hold on a minute here. I intended to build this style initially anyway. And I finally did today. So I originally had envisioned putting 3 of these on one side, but it wasn't wide enough to accommodate them. They were just too long of spice bottles to fit down the side. So I managed to put 2 in there, one offset on each end. And then I put a nifty little feed tray through the roof of it. That sort of makes sense too. That'll get them in. And once they come in, being an elongated tube, once they come out of the other end of that tube, they'll play hell coming back through that tube. They'll swim all around it and never find the entrance again. But that's what I originally had intended to build. But I was like, well, I might as well build a bunch of them. So I've got 4 now, and that gives me plenty of room. And it's the first of a lot of things. It's the first shiner trap that is compact, and as you can see, very tidy and well built and comfortable around shiners. They don't mind approaching it. A lot of traps you can't even get the shiners to even go around, or when you do, most of what you find you catch isn't shiners, it's perch or whatever. But shiners, they don't mind this at all. And this is the first trap that has a variety of replaceable trapping heads. These are all interchangeable quickly. So if you don't like the performance one is giving you, you can try a different head. And depending on your conditions and everything, I think it's pretty neat. And it's my innovation, and it's the Shop Weasel, Weasel Works UFO Shiner Probe Bait Trap. Yep. With the multi-optional trap heads. Beautiful. I like it. I want to try it out. I'll be too tired today to go down there, I know. I made a fresh pan of cornbread, though. That's what I'm using. They love my cornbread. So I'll load this up in the morning early, and all my fishing gear. And hopefully I'll catch a slew of shiners. I might even bring some home if I catch enough and freeze them for future use. But who knows? Tomorrow maybe I'll get that 8-inch shiner, or a dozen of them, and catch the big ones from my cart, and might earn the admiration of some financial backing in the sporting realm, the sportsman's realm. Who knows? That's my goal. And I hope you admire my effort I've given this. It was sincere and my best ingenuity that I've came up with yet as far as this particular aspect of building a bait trap, or seizing the ability to trap my own bait. I've tried a cast net down there before. It sucks. They don't have it engineered. You know, if I was rich, I would donate to the community and build out underneath that bridge a nice fishing platform all the way around it. And not only that, but 2 big concrete round pads under the water, so people could set their bait traps out, or use a cast net to cast shiners on a usable surface that'll be underwater. But these people don't give a damn. That's not what it's about for a lot of people, but not for me. Maybe this innovation here will accrue my wealth also, and allow me to do something like that eventually. Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel, from East Tennessee, and leave a comment and share it if you want. don't care if you subscribe. You're probably committed to doing your thing anyway. So I know I am mine, and I enjoy it. I think this is very interesting, and I hope you like it. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask. If you're an investor and you like any of my products, I'm dead serious about doing what I say I'm doing, or what I plan on doing. So I'll do it to the best of my ability, and I will succeed one day in one way or another. So you all have a good day out there. I'm going to rest the rest of the evening. I'm pretty tired. My garden is coming along very fine. My cucumbers are really shooting up now, getting a foothold the way I want them. Between the cucumbers and the tomatoes, I'll be eating high on the hog late summer and into the fall. Get me a big old bottle of ranch dressing, and all I have to buy is the cheese, the ham, and the ranch dressing and lettuce. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye.